All right, let's head over to David Heurtel. Of course, he's part of the roster at 5:05 on Fridays on Montreal Now. And, of course, you catch him on the Big Five every Monday and now. Hi, David. How you doing?
Doing well, Elias. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Let's talk politics here. And we got some pretty good, decent stories out of Quebec this morning. Let's talk about your old party, your old team, Quebec Liberal Party. And, they did that big tour of the province for the relaunch. And here's one thing out of it. Let's enshrine Anglo rights into a Quebec constitution. Well, David, what's your take?
Well, Anglo rights are already enshrined, Elias. They were enshrined in the Quebec Charter of Rights and Freedoms until it was summarily modified by the CAQ government with Bill 96. And so a Quebec constitution becomes exactly the same issue. It would be something that would be passed by the National Assembly. So first of all, you need to win government to do that. And while I get the fact that the Liberals are trying to send a message to the English-speaking Quebecers and trying to make everybody forget the horrible fiasco that was their management of Bill 96, while being in the opposition before the 22 election. The fact is that you're seeing a report, and I haven't read the whole thing yet. We're only getting bits and pieces of what is being leaked. But if you're a person right now listening to this, I don't see, Elias, how I'm gonna vote Liberal now. I'm gonna get a Quebec constitution.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, 41 recommendations, some of them that have leaked out, the recommendations are recommendations to form groups to recommend something.
Oh, God, yeah.
No, seriously, there's like, we're going to do a working group on this, we're going to start a committee on that. I mean,
it's cart before the horse, right?
Yeah,
isn't it cart before the horse?
Exactly, Elias. I think there should be a 41-point plan on how to get rid of 41-point plans.
Yeah.
The Liberals, and there's a massive issue. First of all, there's all the infighting, which we've talked about before, and we're going to talk about again. This is not a united party. Whatever's left of the Liberal Party is still tearing at each other, and it's still factions that are going at each other's throats, trying to be right instead of trying to form a cohesive group.
David, I want you to expand on that. You said the factions.
Yeah.
Can you characterize, is it 2, 3 factions, and can you characterize them? With the factions, who are they? What are they?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, right now, I mean, you have remnants of the Charest era that are still very present, very active. I mean, think about this. Jean Charest, in November, will be the featured speaker at Jennifer Macaron's Westmount St. Louis M&A for the Liberals. He's the featured speaker at her fundraising event in November. Jean Charest is.
Yeah.
His son is on the committee. 4 former Charest ministers were on this committee. André Pratt heading this committee. I mean, does this send a message to Quebecers, ordinary Quebecers, that this is renewal, that this is rebuild? All due respect for Mr. Charest, all due respect for these people. The fact is that Quebecers have said many times that they're done with that era. They said it to Mr. Charest when he ran for the Conservative leadership last year. Well, not only did he lose the leadership race to Pierre Poilievre, he lost Quebec by the score of 72 ridings to 6.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, again, this is nothing personal, but there's that group. There's definitely another group of people that, for example, that are behind this Fred Beauchemin candidacy. There's the nationalists versus a more federalist. And the Charest people are more attuned with the Conservative Party of Canada federally. And with this new wave of 10 MNAs that were newly elected in 2022, you're seeing let's say, more of a federal liberal tendency there. So there are conflicts at different levels. There are personality conflicts also within. But for example, Mara Risky saying, "Oh, I'm not going to run. I want to have kids now," but she's not ruling out a possible run down the road, trying to freeze out the race for everybody else. There's nothing right now that is very interesting. I'll give you another quick example, if I may.
Yep.
Last Friday, and because of everything going on, not a lot of people saw this. I don't know if you saw this, but Michael Fortier, former Stephen Harper minister and executive at RBC, wrote an op-ed in La Presse criticizing that the opposition parties in Quebec weren't doing a good job about criticizing the economic policies of the CAQ. He was criticizing all the opposition. Elias, who is the economic critic for the Liberals? Fred Beauchemin, up until he was kicked out. But he was kicked out because of the harassment complaint. Yeah. But up until Friday, Fred Beauchemin was the economics critic for the Liberals. And who is Michael Fortier married to? Michelle Setlakwe.
Oh, wow.
The Liberal M&A from Mount Royal. So what I'm telling you, there's
wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
No, Elias, these are all facts. I'm not making this stuff up.
I'm not. I said I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I'm just saying, when I'm telling you, this is not a united group.
Yeah.
And now you have people like André Pratt. Again, I'm sorry, André Pratt does not tell ordinary Quebecers who are currently dealing with the cost of living, housing, a healthcare system that is downtrodden, an education system that is a mess. And what you have here is, we'll get working right away on reforming the federal Senate and enshrining Anglo rights in the Constitution. This is so disconnected. You have no idea.
David, why don't you tell me what you really feel when it comes to the Quebec Liberal Party? Why are you so coy on this subject?
No, but I mean, this is my former party.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are still there. It is very frustrating to see the Liberal Party of Quebec, which has been for the last 156 years a force for good in Quebec and a force for individual rights, circling the drain like this. Like I said to Aaron and Natasha, it's not only rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, it's like people are arguing about rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. It's like unify, put everything behind you, come together, and Jean-Marc Fournier, who's a former minister, former interim leader, I served with him in the Couillard government. He was our House leader.
He was a big fiver until he took a new job where he wasn't allowed to opine as much. Yeah,
exactly. And so Jean-Marc said publicly, he said, "There's no fire left. There's no fire. You know, when you have the fire in you, and until they find that, and they keep talking about constitutions and this, that, and the other thing. Look, they had a shot at defending Anglo rights with 22, and not with 22,
96?
in 22 about Bill 96, and they failed miserably. So until then, you can write reports, 97-page reports that nobody will read, but until you make yourself attractive to people who are actually leaders in Quebec society and want to actually run, until you're showcasing this division and this everybody's like pulling towards themselves, and it's like it's only individuals, and there's no team concept here, and it's so disappointing.
David, we have to leave it there. Thanks so much. We'll catch you real soon on the Big Five on Monday.
All right, take care, Elias.